Hello and welcome back. It's puzzle time with Sudoku Sleuth, and today we're going to be playing Whispering Killers. Now, it's actually from a constructor that I haven't played before. I'm going to give it a go. Robinimus? Robinimus. You're going to make up your mind as soon as you see the name anyway. And with the title Whispering Killers, the normal thing that I would have done is, Sleuth is crawling around an alley. There is a killer just around the corner whispering to his colleague, partner in crime, not colleague maybe, I guess. And we've done this theme a few times. So instead here, you've got Sleuth at the top of a building, almost like Batman. That's not a bad image. Almost like Batman, I guess, overseeing the city down below, looking for killers that are whispering in dark corners, some of which, as you can see there, are behind him in this reflection. Anyhow, anything to say about this puzzle? It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. There's whispers, there are killers. Kind of the title gives it all away. Let's take a look at today's puzzle and rule sets. So, Whispering Killers from Robinimus. And the following set of rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row, every column, every 3x3 box. Nothing unusual here. Anti-knight. Cells separated by a knight's move in chess cannot contain the same digit. So if this cell here was a 2, well, not only can it not be in the same column or row or box, any cell that is a chess knight's move away from this cell, this 2, can also not be a 2. So remember, chess knight is kind of 2 steps forward, 1 step to the side. That could be either side. That could be 2 steps to the side, 1 step down, or 1 step forward, etc., etc. And you end up with this kind of regular L shape representing it. Quite powerful if you know how to use it well. X's and V's. Cells connected by an X must sum up to 10, and cells connected by a V must sum up to 5. Not all X's and V's are given. So if this cell here is a 2, it would have to be combined with an 8 so that these two cells add up to 10. If this cell was a 2, this would have to be a 3 to make sure that these two cells joined by a phi add up to 5. No negative constraints, a 3 in here, an 8 in there are all absolutely fine. 10 without an X, 5 without a V are not a problem. Killer cages. Digits within the cages, digits do not repeat and sum to the total given in the top left corner. So I've placed an 8 in this 11 cage. These two cells need to add up to 11. This cell would have to be a 3 to make sure that they do add up to 11. Add up to 14, add up to 20, 17. We have German whispers. Along the green lines, adjacent digits must differ by at least 5. So these two cells surrounding the 2 on the German whisper line must be 7, 8, or 9. If this cell here was an 8, this would have to be 1, 2, or 3. Clearly not the 2 because it's in the same box, not the 3 because of the knight move. So that would be a 1. That wouldn't be an 8. So quite powerful. You oscillate between high digits 6, 7, 8, 9. You flip to the other polarity 1, 2, 3, 4 because that's the only set of digits that are 5 or more away. And repeat high, low, high, low. No 5s on German whisper lines. Last but not least, we've got Kropki Pairs. Digits separated by a black dot are in a 2 to 1 ratio, and not all dots are necessarily a given. So a 4 in here, that is clearly double the 2 or a 2 to 1 ratio. Without the negative constraint, that's fine. A 2 would be accompanied with 1 or 4 in here, so that one cell is double the other. That's all the rules we have for today. So, as always, if you want to play along or help Sleuth catch all of these whispering killers, link will be in the description down below for you to do so. And with that said, I'm going to restart the clock and see how I get on. I should mention, I am sort of waiting for a ping from Mrs. Sleuth to tell me that she is there to pick her up from the station. 17 and 2 cells, that's always known. That can only be 8 and 9. And this tells me this 10 cage is either 3, 7 or 4, 6. I don't know which it is yet. The 2 V's in box 8, I know that one of them is going to be 1, 4, one of them is 2, 3, but essentially all of the low digits 1, 2, 3 and 4 are gone, which I think is going to heavily restrict the 20 cage. For example, without 1, 2, 3 and 4, If I don't use a 5, 6, 7, 8 would be the minimum. That would be 21. That's no good. So 5 is definitely in one of these three cells. And then it would be accompanied with either 7, 8, because essentially I have a remainder of 15 to get to 20, or 6, 9. Yeah, not particularly fruitful. Can I do much with this? I mean, the 8, 9 in here, no, it doesn't really help me. Interesting. Right, here is an actual digit. I should have done this and got 1 immediately. That's a 5. The way to sort of think about this is, well, can't have a 5, forgetting this 5 for a second, can't have a 5 with an X, because it would require a second 5 to add up to 10. Take a look at all of row 3. That's an X, that's another X pair, that's another X pair, that's another X pair. Only one place for a 5. 5 can't be on German whisper lines, and the knight move removes this cell, removes this cell. Okay, this is where we should have started. This is another 5. Again, not the German whisper lines, not the Sudoku cells. That's the only place left for it. Last but not least is one in here. This cell sees this cell by knight move. This cell sees this cell by knight move. That's the only place for a 5. That's not a 5. That's not a 5 again. Sudoku and anti-knight move. That's a 5. And there, 6, 7, 8, or 9. Okay. That is much better. 5 in here gives me 6, 8. That's essentially two ways of getting to 14 in two cells. It's either 5, 9 or 6, 8. It's not a 5. 6 and 8 are staring at this cell. So this is 7 or 9. And therefore this is 6 or 8. We need a 7 here with an 8 or a 9 here with a 6. Okay, let's keep going. So the 11 cage. Why did I think about the 11 cage? Let me just think about this. So we're... Okay, so these two cells, whatever they may be, are essentially not here. Where are they in box 5 is the question I'm trying to ask myself. They're not in this cell. They're not these cells. They're not in here because of Sudoku. Can't put two cells that add up to 5 in here. So this is one of them. And then the second one is in here. Now, if this is 1, 4, clearly the 1 can't go in here. The 1 would have to be there. This would be a 4 with 7, which actually works quite well. If this is 2, 3, it wouldn't be a 3. That would be the 3 in here and then a 2, 9. So this is either 2, 9 or 4, 7. Okay, not hugely helpful. And these two cells are going to be in here for sure. Yeah, because essentially to get to 11, I'm going to use one of these low digits. The second low digit will be in here. And then I'm left with 3 high digits, which doesn't include a 5. How could it even be, sorry, 2 low digits plus a high digit, which is from 7 or 9. Right. So I have a 7 in here, plus 2 cells that add up to 5. Why did I think about the 7? Sorry, 1 second. These 2 cells, they're not here, they're not there, so they're definitely in here. And then I don't have 1, 2, 3, or 4. I've already got 2 of them in here. Nor 5, nor 6, nor 8, nor 9. So there is a 7, and therefore this is not 1 or 4. This has to be 2 or 3, and it's got to be 2, 9 with a 3, and then 1, 4, 7. I don't know if I did this the easy way, to be fair. None of these could be a 3. That's the 3, that's the 2. This is a 1, 4 pair. And this is now, we know this. This is a 6, because that's the only digit that's left. That's 6. That's 4 to add up to 10. That 4 is not here. We actually haven't resolved this yet, amazingly. No, we have. These 2 cells tells us that there are no 9s in here. That's a 9. And therefore, to add up to 15, that's a 6. This is 7, 8. Lovely. These cells are now known. They're 1, 3. These cells are also known. This is not a 5. This is not a 5. That's a 5. These cells are 2, 7. Yep, that looks good. Can I do any more trickery? If that's a 2, that's 8. Seems fine. If that's 7, that's 3. Also seems fine. One thing we haven't done it yet, even though it's called Whispering Killers, is look whatsoever at these German whisper lines. And we probably should do that at some point. Actually, that 6 has given me an 8, has given me a 6. That 8 is no longer possible in here, so that's not a 2. That's 7, that's 3, that's 2. That's not 7, that's a 1. And that's now a 4-7 pair. And we have 1, 8, 2, 9, which is we kind of guessed that from the beginning because the 8, 9 pair that was here. Not a 3, 6 pair. 7 and 8 both see this cell, so that's 1, 2, or 4. No. Yeah, German whisper time. Right. Remember, they oscillate between polarities. I don't know if this is low or high. I just know that these 3 are the same and these 3 are the same. What is that going to tell me? Not a lot, if I'm honest. The other side is actually much more fruitful. So the 8s, for example, can't be in any of these cells. Night move tells me they're not in any of these cells. So 8 is restricted to these 3 cells. So these are going to be high. These are going to be low. Then I have a high digit and a low digit in here. Oh, and this 6 helps. That can't be a 6. That's the only place a 6 could have been on if it was on the German whisper line, because a 6 in here would require a double 1. Same with this cell. And that can't be a 6 because of night move. So 6 is actually placed. That's a 6. And these are now 7, 8, 9s. And 3 is not here. Can't have a 4. Can't have a 4 on any of these, actually. So this is 1 or 2, not a 3. This is 2 or 3, not a 1. I think I can get away with a 4 on this one. So yeah, I could have 4 and 9. How is this helping me? Then we have another low digit in here that is not a 1 or a 3. It's 2 or 4. Okay. Another low digit. So essentially we have 2 blues plus whatever this is. So we know that... I was about to say something silly. I was thinking we have 2 blues. Blue could absolutely be purple. And this could be 7. Blue could be orange. And that could be 4. So no, we can't actually place anything here. Interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Let's think about other things. So on this, we need to fit a 7. And the 7 can't be this cell. If that's 7, these surrounding cells have to be from 1 and 2. And then I break this cell. So that's not a 7. That is a 7. That is a 7. That is a 4. That is a 7. Has that helped? Yeah, that's 3 low digits. Orange is low. Purple is high. 7 is not here. I need to fit a 6 now on here. It can't be in the middle. That's 6. That's 1. This is 8 or 9, because the 7, remember, it has to be in here. This is not 1, but it could be 2 or 3. It can't be a 4, otherwise it would be a double 9. This can't be a... Oh, we've already placed a 6. That trick is done. 6 and 7 are not this cell. This is another 8, 9. That's an 8, 9 pair. This can be a... No, it can't be a 4 because of night move. So that's another 2, 3. So these cells are 4 and 7. That 7 is not here. That's 4. That's 7. Does that help? That's not a 4. That's the only place for a 4 now in box 6. I can basically do whatever I want in here with the 2 3s. No. The 2 9 pair both see this cell. Whichever one is a 2, you'll either see it by anti-knight move or by Sudoku. That's 3, that's 2. That's not 3, that's a 1-2 pair. That's a 3, that can't be a 7 anymore. That's too close. That's only 4 cells away. Sorry, 4 away from 3. That's the 7. And that 4 ages ago gave me a 1 and 4 that I just spotted. And we're making good progress. We're almost out of variants, so we're going to have to do a bit of Sudoku soon enough. But let me just finish these X's, and then I'll think about what's left. The 4 in here is actually quite helpful. And the 1. That's a 2. That is no longer 1 or 4. That's a 1. Double 1 means that this is not 1, 9. It's also a double 2, so it's not 2, 8. And this cell can't be 3 or 7, so this is a 4, 6 pair. Okay. Hasn't helped me at all here. 1, 9, 2, 8. This cell can't be 2, so this could be 2. This cell can't be 1. This could be 1. So 1, 2 with an 8, 9. And the same trick again. 1, 2. That's 1, 2. That's 8, 9. But it actually hasn't resolved as far as I could tell. Yeah. Both options are feasible at the moment. It's interesting how we had our break-in with the 8, 9s and all of this row 3, but still that's kind of coming all the way to the end so far. Right. That is all the variants, so Sudoku time. 1s and 2s are here. Three is not this cell. 3 is in one of these 2 cells. This 4, 6 is not here, so this is 3, 4, or 6. So this cell is known, that is a 7. And this is clearly not a 6. Seen twice. Then, what is going on here? 8 and 9, they both see both of these cells again. Knight move and Sudoku, so the second 8, 9 in this box is in here. Different from this 8, 9. Rest of this is 1, 2, 3. How's that helping me? 1, 2, 3. I mean, that's not a 2, so this is 1, 3. This is 1, 2, 3. That 3 gave me a 1, gave me a 3, gave me a 1, not a 1, 2, 3. Lovely. Does that help? Why would it help all the way down there? No, it wouldn't. Then essentially I have this 4, 6 down here. Not in this cell, not in this cell. Knight move, Sudoku. So no 6s in these 2 cells. That's 6, that's 4. Therefore that's 3, that's 6. One of these is a 4 with a 5, I'm going to say. Yep. 5 is not in here. That's 5, that's 4. In here now is 7, 8, and 9. That 9 is not there, nor is 7. That's 8, that's 7, that's 8, that's 7, that's 9. Still haven't resolved these 8, 9s, mind you. Those 2, 8. I mean, I don't know how I just did that. Saying, haven't resolved it, when I've literally have. And I'm, like, probably had... Come on. Probably even had the cell selected. Has that helped me? Yep, 9 has given me 8, has given me 9, has given me 8, has given me 9. Doesn't matter which one is the 1 and 2 still. So not resolved in that sense. 1 and 2 means these are 1 and 2. And this is 7, except this one is actually giving me 2, giving me 1. Doesn't help me resolve these. But we're kind of done, I'm going to say. So let's just work through it. 3s, that's the only place for a 3. 4s, both seem to work. 4 and 9, that's the only place for 9. That's 4. 5, 6, 8, is it? This is 5 and 6 in the column. That's 8. This is 5, 6, quite far away from anything. That 1 and 2, come on. No, okay. Rest of this column, I need a 2, can only be in here. I need a 4. I need a 3, which I've got 4, 5, 5. None of these cells. So that's the 5, which gives me 6, which gives me 5. I need whatever this digit is, 6. I'm feeling a bit stupid about, hang on, the 9, the 2, the 9. That's why. 1, 2, right. 7 and 8, that's 7. And if I've not made any mistakes, that's an 8 for the finish. That's a beautiful puzzle. Well worthy of its 94% rating at the time of recording. Hope that you guys enjoyed the puzzle and video. Really smooth puzzle. Really enjoyed it. See you back for the next one. Bye-bye for now.